Welcome to MCSE TV. Now guys, I am back. It feels like ages ago that I made a video, but it is actually only a week. I think I was so used to doing previews and reviews all the time because obviously we had like 2 games a week most weeks. So I was so used to doing that, and then it's been like a week and I'm like, oh my days, like it feels so strange, but I'm so happy to be sat here guys, bringing you another video. And yeah, but like obviously I hope to provide lots of content over the summer, you know, but I don't know how much will happen, you know, you never know. But yeah, I will be keeping you up to date with everything as and when it happens anyways though. But yeah, and then obviously we'll have our pre-season tour, so I will be covering games then. But yeah, like it's just weird though, so it's not the same as doing reviews and previews all the time. But yeah, it's now the summer. So I thought I'd sit down with you guys and just do a little roundup video, you know, like I did say in my last video that I was going to do an end of season review, but when I've been seeing all the news at the moment and like the discussions going on Twitter, etc., I thought, you know what, let's do kind of like a little roundup video including a bit of everything. So I'm going to talk about Sarri and whether he should stay or go. That is a massive debate going on in the Chelsea fan base at the moment as to whether he should stay at Chelsea or he should go to another club or whatever, like that's been going around. So yeah, massive debate, because obviously we all know it's been a massive debate all season. I've never saw the fan base so split before. It's been ridiculous. Like it's been like there's been so many arguments going on about it. People have been taking it so seriously. So yeah, we'll be discussing that. The Lampard rumours, I want to touch on that a little bit. Obviously they are only rumours, but I still want to talk to you guys about it and just basically running through each competition and Sarri's like part in that, and where like obviously the kind of the part that Sarri had to play in that, you know. So yeah, so let's get into it. So let's just say, obviously, it's been a very interesting season. There's been many bumps in the road. It's been a lot of uncertainty with the club and obviously Sarri's job, like whether he should stay or go. Like there's points of him even possibly being sacked. There's been so much going on. It's been crazy. Like there's been a lot of like news to like go on about at Chelsea, you know. And obviously there was also all that stuff with Kepa at Wembley. There's been so much happening at Chelsea. Obviously all the stuff with us obviously not being able to sign players, the transfer ban, there's been so much going on. So yeah, it's been a very up and down season, a really big roller coaster, and I'm sure it will be, carry on to be, you know. Always is at Chelsea, it's always interesting, it's always exciting, always nerve-wracking, but that's the way the club is, so yeah. But I wouldn't change it for the world. It is crazy being a Chelsea fan because obviously there's always so much going on. But yeah, so should Sarri stay or should Sarri go? Now, I think you guys will probably already know what I'm going to say, you know. I think Sarri should stay. Now, you guys probably already knew that I was going to say that because I've backed him all season. Now, obviously the fan base has been very, very 50-50 about this debate, and it will continue to be. However, I feel like, especially after the Cardiff game, like at the Cardiff game, obviously you guys can probably remember what happened. Obviously all the fans were singing at Cardiff away, F Sarri ball, and everyone wanted him, well, a lot of people wanted him out, the away end wanted him out. But then I feel like now people are maybe changing how they feel slightly now that it's come towards the end of the season. When you actually reflect at the bigger picture, what's actually gone on, what finals we've been in, like what final we're in, obviously our league rankings, I think some fans have actually changed their mind slightly and thought, you know what, yeah, things were going wrong at that point, but looking at the bigger picture now, Sarri hasn't actually got on too badly. And you know something? In life, I always personally give people a chance, you know? And it's like with Sarri, like you've got, then the fans that jumped on his back should have gave him more of a chance, because at the end of the day, like when they were all singing in the away end, F Sarri ball, that wasn't helping and encouraging the team or the manager. And at the end of the day, the people that did doubt Sarri can just turn around and say, I've kind of proved you wrong. Yeah, we haven't won the league and we haven't won any silverware as of the moment, but at the end of the day, we haven't got on too badly for a season that was supposed to be for rebuilding, you know? Obviously, Sarri was a new manager, he come into the club, he changed up the system a little bit. Obviously, we lost key players, like there's been stuff going on, and we might continue to lose key players, like we don't know what's going to happen with Eden Hazard. But at the end of the day, Sarri actually hasn't done too badly. sadly, when you look at the start of the season, where we were at as a club, like, no one can work magic. Like, we all know that the managerial role at Chelsea has been very unstable for many years. Managers have come and gone nearly every season. So, at the end of the day, it hasn't got on too badly, and it's been very stressful for him. And also, I don't always look at the manager, and I say this time and time again, it's not always the manager's entire fault, you know. There's 11 players out on the pitch every game. Yeah, the manager controls everything, but it's not always the manager's fault. So at the end of the day, I'm Sarri in, and some fans are kind of going to decide that as well after the Europa League, I think. Some fans might make that judgment after then to see if we actually win that silverware. But at the end of the day, we're in that final. Yeah, if we lose, I'll be gutted, but we're still in that final, you know. We've still got to that point. So at the end of the day, I'm Sarri in. But as I said, some fans will decide after the Europa League as to whether we win it or not, and if Sarri gets his first piece of silverware under Chelsea this season, you know. Because if he does, that's ending things off well and good to an extent, and then we go on into next season. But the thing is, will Chelsea keep him or not? That's the question. It's going to be interesting for sure, but we'll see what happens. But I definitely think Chelsea should be keeping Sarri this season. I think it would be the right decision and the right move. So yeah, that's my opinion though. I feel like he can take us on into next season, you know. I don't know anyone else that would be able to do the job. Like, obviously, yeah, we've got, like, this isn't that many options, but at the end of the day, yeah, like, things haven't been great at some points this season, but, like, who else is going to replace him, you know? And obviously, give him a chance. I said about always giving people a chance. Give him a chance. Go into next season, see how he gets on, you know? So, yes, that's my opinion. So, I'm Sarri in. Now, the second thing I was obviously going to talk about was the Frank Lampard rumours. Now, I absolutely love Frank Lampard. Everyone knows I love Frank Lampard, John Terry, all the Chelsea legends, of course. And it's been great to go and see Frank Lampard manage Derby this season. It's been an absolute joy and a pleasure. Like, to be in Derby at university and to go and see Derby games at Pride Park, and obviously I followed Derby away a few times in the season as well, to actually go and see your Chelsea idol and legend actually manage the side, it's just insane. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And now they're in the playoff finals. Like, they've actually gone to Wembley. Like, it's Aston Villa versus Derby, JT versus Frank Lampard. Like, that's insane. But obviously, when it comes to talking about Chelsea, I wouldn't want Frank Lampard to come in it as a Chelsea manager next season. I just don't think he'd be ready, you know? Like, he's done absolutely amazing at Derby. Let him carry on doing amazing at Derby, you know? I feel like if he come, it would be too soon, it would be too quick. Yeah, in several years' time, go for it. Everyone knows that I've always said that I'd love for Frank Lampard, JT, and, like, Josie Morris all to work together and maybe actually calling Chelsea legends in, like, the dressing room, you know? That'd be the dream team. But I feel like that would be better in a few years' time to come, not right now. I think Frank Lampard's doing so well at the moment. He's having so much glory, but I just don't feel like it would maybe go as good at Chelsea. I'm not saying that it wouldn't. I'm not undermining him in any way. Like, I would never undermine Frank Lampard. He's amazing. But if he were to come to obviously manage Chelsea, I just don't know if this would be the right time for him. And if you personally asked Frank Lampard, maybe, I don't know what he'd say. I don't know if he was offered the job, if he'd take it or not. Like, that'd be an interesting thing. But all I'm saying is I just don't think he'd be ready. Like, obviously, if he come, he might do amazing, but like, I personally, as a Chelsea fan, don't think he's ready. And obviously, as a legend, we want to remember him as a legend. Managing a club's definitely different to being a legend of a club and playing for a club, you know? They're very, very different roles. So, that's my opinion. Let me know down below, guys. Are you Sarri in, Sarri out, and what your thoughts are on the Lampard rumours? Obviously, they're only rumours, but at the end of the day, it is a talking point. Obviously, Frank Lampard's going to Wembley, JT's going to Wembley with their teams that they've helped manage this season. That obviously shows their qualities and skills as managers, and obviously JT's assistant manager. But, like, you know, like, so let me know your thoughts on that, guys. But I would love to see him manage Chelsea one day, but not right now. Now, yeah, so we finished third in the table in the Premier League this season. That is great. Now, obviously, us Chelsea fans, we want to win everything, don't we? It would have been amazing if we finished first. But obviously Liverpool and City were better. That's an absolute fact. They finished higher in the table. They were better than us. But considering with how good Man City were and how good Liverpool were, for us to get third in this up and down season where things have been such a bumpy ride and such a roller coaster, I think we've done all right, you know. Like, I'm not complaining getting third, considering some of the results we did get this season. If you told me when things were going wrong, like around the Cardiff away point, if you told me that we'd get third this season, I'd have jumped at the chance for that. And obviously we've got Champions League football next season, so I'm not complaining. Obviously, as I said, it's not second or third, but how can you complain with some of the rough, like, patches we've gone through this season? We've had some really difficult times. As I said, things haven't been great for us. Obviously we've had like the transfer back, we've had so much going on. Sarri's job being under scrutiny constantly, fans turning against the manager. Like, things have been difficult, but we still got third in the Premier League, so that's not bad at all. Europa League, we're in the Europa League final. I would be absolutely heartbroken if we don't win that, let's be honest. Obviously it would hurt more because obviously we're in it's the Europa League final. It's our only chance for silverware this season. We want to win it. We need to win it. It'd be really sad if we didn't. We've gone all this way, and I just hope we really do get the job done next week. I don't even really want to think about that yet, though, because I'm so nervous and scared for that game. It's going to be a very intense 90 minutes, or if there's extra time, but we'll see. So we're in the Europa League final. Can't complain there. Now, FA Cup was a different story. Now, that competition was a massive letdown for us Chelsea fans this season. Obviously, we got beat 2-0 by Manchester United at home, and that was devastating. That was a very hard patch for us at that point as well. We had so many different rough patches, but that was definitely a very difficult rough patch for us as a fan base and a club. And it was disappointing to get knocked out like we did, but it is what it is. Carabao Cup. Now, again, that was a very difficult one because obviously we lost 3-4 on penalties. We were that close of winning the game. Like, it was devastating. A lot of fans got on my back on social media saying, "Why are you crying, Emma? Like, it's only a Carabao Cup final, get a grip." But it was upsetting because, again, we'd went that far in the competition. It's just devastating when you're that close, especially when it comes down to penalties. Like, if it was a game and Man City had like thrashed us 4-0, like whatever, but like we were that close off winning it. Like, it was literally like one penalty. Like, it was heartbreaking. Then obviously Kepa, obviously all that carry on during the game, like he wouldn't go off the pitch and stuff, so that was an interesting game. But yeah, so that was my opinion. Like, Carabao Cup, we did amazing. Yeah, we didn't win it, but we were very close to, and we got into the final. So again, you can't really complain. At the end of the day, when it comes to this point in the season, you've got to look at the bigger picture. As I said, some fans might not have decided whether they want Sarri in or Sarri out yet, because to be fair, some people might just be waiting to reflect on the Europa League game next week, see how he gets on there. But yeah, so exciting times. We've got that game to... Oh, sorry guys. Knocking the headphone out there. We've got that game to look forward to next week. I'm really excited for that one. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. So guys, there will be... Obviously, I've been doing derby vlogs this season. Unfortunately, I am not going to the game on Monday. Obviously, the Derby and Villa game, unfortunately, I'm not going. But nevertheless, I will be watching the game on telly at home with my dad. So yeah, but I aren't actually going to Wembley, unfortunately. But however, I will be doing a preview and review for that game anyways, because obviously I have followed Derby this season. And obviously it's got a massive significance considering it is John Terry versus Frank Lampard kind of thing, you know. All the Chelsea links in there. Obviously the different players like Mount, etc. Tomori. So yeah, there's loads of Chelsea links there. So it will be an exciting game. You know, like whether you follow the Championship or not, it's going to be exciting and I can't wait for it. I'm so buzzed for that game. So yeah, I will be doing content for that, so make sure to stay tuned. I know a lot of you Chelsea fans probably will be interested in that, to be fair, because obviously with the Chelsea links, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll just be doing it like a normal Chelsea video, just preview and review. So yeah, obviously then I'll have my Europa League preview and review next week as well. And then obviously there's the Champions League final next week as well. So it's so much happening. I'm so excited for next week. Such an exciting week of football. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Obviously in the meantime, if there's any news I need to keep you guys updated with or anything going on, I'll make a video, you know. But that's kind of my last video on the 2018 to 19 season pretty much. Obviously, as I said, I will have my Carabao Cup final video. Not Carabao Cup final. Why do we keep saying that? Europa League final video coming up next week, so make sure to stay tuned for them. But yeah, that obviously is next week. That's kind of it's weird because the season has finished, but that kind of is the end of the season for us officially. But anyways, this is kind of video just rounding off the season as a whole, and then obviously I'll do them videos on the side next week. So yes, thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to let me know down below all your thoughts and opinions, how you feel the season's gone. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, let me know about Frank Lampard. Do you want him to come or not? What do you think about the rumours? Do you think they're true or untrue? What do you think about Sarri? Should he stay, go? What do you think about all the different competitions and how we've got along? And also let me know if you're one of them people that, if you haven't made a judgment yet until after the Europa League final, because a lot of fans aren't gonna. But yeah, and once again, I know I always say it, but thank you so much for your support this season, guys. It's been incredible, and also it's been really interesting as well, because obviously since coming to university, it's allowed me, because I'm in a great location, to be able to go to championship games. That's great. Also, guys, as I said, I can't wait for the championship playoff final at Wembley next week, and it's going to be really interesting to see who we get, because it will either be Derby or Aston Villa, and they're both in a great location for me. It'd be 2 great away days, wouldn't there? Either or. To be fair, I'd love Derby to get promoted, because obviously I live in Derby now, but if it was Aston Villa, I wouldn't be too gutted either, because both teams are local. I love JT, I love Frank Lampard, so yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, what a rollercoaster season. It hasn't finished yet. We've got the Europa League next week. But yeah, bring it on, up the shelves. Thanks.